Are we live?
Bienvenido a What's Happening Now New York Radio Show. Welcome to What's Happening Now New York Radio Show. I am your host, Sunny Du, and next to me I have.
Mr. Mel is in the building, and to my left we have
DJ Frank Wizzy, your favorite DJ's favorite DJ.
All right, once we are live, do not turn my microphone down, Sonny. I don't appreciate that. What's up, everyone? Welcome to the What's Happening Now New York Radio Show. Today is Sunday, August 20th, 2023. We are officially 34 days until the fall, my favorite time of the year. So let's get some housekeeping stuff out of the way. First, I'd like to thank our sponsors, Sunnydew Loides, aka Sunnydew Loides, whatever you want to call her, then myself, Melvin A. Taylor, author of the Kindred Spirits book series. And again, to my left, we have Frank Wizzy. To everyone that's interested in being on the What's Happening Now New York radio show, we're also featured on Vimeo, Roku TV, Amazon Fire Stick, YouTube, DTF Facebook, and DTF mobile app. Contact Sunnydew at whnradioshow@gmail.com. All right. Did I miss anything?
No, it sounds a little like.
It sounds there's some buzzing, and I did not hear myself a couple of times. Like my headphones died on me. So
DJ, you could go into some music real
yeah,
quick.
let's
We'll be right
definitely go
back.
into some music.
With
All
30
right.
years in the biz, DJ Frank Wizzy is the king of New York.
Your favorite DJ's favorite DJ. You know it's Sunday afternoon. I'm here. You know I love to be here, y'all. Every Sunday, 1 to 2, DJ Frank Wizzy is on the set. We're on What's Happening Now New York Radio Show, hosted by the two-time award-winning filmmaker, Sunny Du, the very accomplished author and classy Mr. Mel, and me, DJ Frank Wizzy, on the set. We got Butter in the building from Butter Basic Show also. I feel like clapping my hands and stomping my feet right now, y'all. Everybody sing.
You made me happy. This you can get. You stood right beside me, yeah, and I won't forget. And I really love you. You should know.
I'm gonna take y'all to the club this Sunday morning.
I wanna make sure I'm right.
I'm gonna take you to the club this Sunday morning.
Before I let go. We've had a good time. That's what we say. We've heard in each other. Girl, it's a shame. I won't be foolish, no.
1, 2, 1, 2.
I wanna make sure I'm right, girl. Before I let go, yeah. You know I think the sun rises and shines on you.
I'm taking you to the club this Sunday, y'all.
You know there's nothing.
I'm feeling good, DJ Frank Wizzy.
Nothing I would not do. Oh, no. Before I let you.
What you did to me this morning had me late for work. I'm stressing.
We just having some fun right now, y'all.
All I'm thinking about is you. And now I'm looking at the clock, counting the hours till I'm back in your arms. Wish I never had to let you go.
Are we good?
What's Happening Now New York Radio Show. We are live once again on DTF Radio. I'm your host, Sunnydew, and next to me.
Once again, are we up and running? We okay? We're good?
Yeah, we're good. It sounds better now. Way better. Thank you
to
so
my
much.
left, Frank Wizzy, please.
DJ Frank Wizzy, your favorite DJ's favorite DJ.
All right. A lot of
Talk
technical
again, DJ
stuff.
Frank with it.
DJ Frank Wizzy, your
Do you hear
favorite
him?
He's
DJ.
fine.
Okay.
I'm
Favorite
perfect, yeah.
DJ.
All this
Great.
technical stuff, and hey, to our listeners, we apologize for being a little late. I'm real anal about being on time, so my apologies. All right, so we are up and running.
Yes.
Our guests are in the building.
Yes.
All right, so what do we want to do? We're going to kick them off. We're going to invite them in.
They could come in. I told them to have a drink before they get in
Oh,
here.
mimosas always
Yeah.
cold and waiting for everyone to pull up. So here we go. Here we go. We are live.
But what's going
Let's
on?
pop
What's going on?
in.
How's your week?
My week was great. I did see the Barbie movie yesterday with my grandkids, so it was great. Thank you. How was everyone's week?
Good. So tell me about Barbie movie because I want to see that film.
You know, I must say I was pleasantly surprised by it. I expected to go in the theater, recline, and fall asleep and wake up an hour plus later, but no, it kept me engaged.
Okay.
Good storyline. Couple of plots, good subplots that kind of had me, focused. But the little ones totally loved it. They did not stop watching the movie. They didn't want to go do anything until it finished. So that was a very good thing. Very engaging.
Okay, I'm gonna take off my glasses because we
Why?
look too cool behind,
Speak-
behind the back.
Speak for yourself. I don't consider myself looking cool. I'm just here
Listen,
trying to
let's
see
take
what I'm
off the
doing.
glasses. I'm a little tired.
If
but
I
gotta
take
it
off my glasses, I can't see.
There was a glasses
If
budget.
you take
Yeah.
I didn't get any
You
glasses.
didn't get the memo.
I didn't get the memo.
Where everyone's supposed to wear some shades. today.
Exactly. Yeah, it's one of them kind of days. Absolutely. But all good. I'm excited. We have a nice guest in the building. Kind of share the same name.
Oh my god.
My last name and his first name is one and the same. So I'm curious. I'm wondering if we're kind of related, but we'll see how it goes.
I don't think you're related. You know, not everyone with that last name is related to you, Melvin.
You never know. So we got to ask and clarify.
But you know, you have the same tan color.
we do definitely. Yeah. It's got a little more
Yeah.
hair than I do, but that's another story. Yeah. But I'm excited. All good. All right. So let's pop off.
Who do we have in the building?
I will let
Jonas.
him introduce himself, and I'm excited about our guest. Please introduce yourself.
Hey, what's going on? It's the host with the most boasts, Taylor Elijaz, getting down and dirty expeditiously,
Ah,
Wow.
okay. Repeat the last name.
Down and dirty.
Elijaz
Elijaz. Could you? What does Elijaz means, if you don't mind me asking?
means beast in Estonian.
Okay. How did you come up with that concept?
Well, I'm a beast, I'm a monster, and I just go hard at everything I do. So, it's really trying to project that to the world, and that's really how you are able to elevate. You got to really just be on 10 all the times.
Got you.
No way.
so food-
Little you? A beast? No.
You don't see that, huh? So, food reviewer, food critic. Is that you?
Indeed, I kind of elevated the stature, though, to more of a restaurant consultant because I don't really even like the connotation that comes with the word food reviewer and stuff like that.
Okay.
Because I even really dove into the food lane back in 2017 doing photography and whatnot. Overall, like I'm an interviewer, podcaster, on a production company on Roku, EBN TV. You should check it
Gotcha.
out.
So I
But-
suspect you didn't go to culinary school, right?
I did not go to culinary school, not gonna lie to you, but I was always one that dove into the unique eats, though. My family always know me as a person that I was gonna throw things together. I was gonna put it all in my stomach. Yeah.
I don't think you have to qualify to go eat in a restaurant.
Well,
So-
I gotta ask the question because I think this is the first
Yes.
that we had on the show. So we did have a chef one time,
Yes.
and unfortunately he passed. Rest
Yes.
in peace. But I wasn't sure the backstory of what the qualifications are to be. I won't say a food critic or anything of that nature. So
Listen, I was invited to be one.
really
Yes.
okay. Okay. Do you know how to cook?
I do know how to cook.
Okay. What's your favorite?
What's your-
What's your
Listen, don't take
Listen,
over.
listen.
What's your favorite?
no? Notice I stopped. Right. I'll let you ask the question. Go ahead.
I go crazy with like some teriyaki salmon, some brown rice,
Mm.
grilled veggies,
Okay.
like stuff like that. But I do also enjoy critiquing the chef's food. I'm not going to say that I cook it better than the chefs that I eat it from.
Mhm, mhm.
But, I do have the ability to cook. I'm a person that I dive into different lanes
Mhm.
and I do it myself just to make sure that nobody can tell me that I don't know how to do it. You know
I
what I'm saying?
got you.
I used to be a sports journalist.
Yeah.
I used to be a music journalist. I can make music. I can
Uh-huh.
play basketball. You can't tell me I'm not athletic or I can't do these things that y'all do. So I
Yeah.
want to be able to critique it as well and have to be able to, the ability to do it. 'Cause, that's always they think they
Yeah,
give to media and journalists.
Exactly.
Oh, you ain't did it before.
Exactly.
You ain't gonna do
Yeah.
that to me.
That's why I asked the question
Yeah,
initially.
you ain't gonna do it to me.
Did you bring any food for us today?
I wish I did.
Oh,
I wish I
Sonny's
did.
You know, all
disappointed.
morning I thought about that.
You and
One day
you
he's
and me
gonna bring
both.
us
I was-
something.
when he showed up, I'm like, "You smell anything?" But nah,
Yeah, I bring back a second time when I got you.
Awesome. Cool. All right, cool.
So that's okay. So I just want to know: have you ever gave a bad review?
Have you ever give a bad review? Me personally, I like constructive criticism, right? I think the world is attracted to negativity, and I'm not necessarily on that. I'm trying to help brands build, outside of, like I said, I don't necessarily like the food reviewer or food critic kind of connotation, because I'm actually here trying to help brands build, and restaurants are also brands themselves. Like I said, I was in the sports world, I was building brands over there, and in the music world, I was building brands over there. So I'm really trying to help people actually progress and grow in their businesses and whatnot. So I don't know. It's not that I don't tell people what they could do better, right? But especially with food, I tell them what they can do better, because you can immediately go fix it. Like,
Right.
as opposed to like music, you listen to an album and it's trash. They probably just spent the year working on that trashed album.
Right.
And now you're like, damn, this is butt cheeks, But,
Gotcha.
with food, it's like I can tell you what I didn't like about it, and you can immediately go fix it next time you make some more food,
Gotcha.
So when it comes to my platform, I tell people to eat uniquely, and I give off my stamp of being approved. For the most part, if I'm projecting it, I want you to go check it out. Even if I might not have liked this meal while I was there, if I liked multiple things while I was there, there's still a place you should go check out, and I'll tell you why you should check it out, and I'll tell you what I liked about it, not just showing off the food too, because I was always a person when I went to restaurants, back before I even was doing the food critic stuff and making videos and whatnot, I would not eat at restaurants that didn't have an Instagram, because I need to see these pictures. You know what I'm saying? This is back in like 2015, 2016, 2017. I needed to see these pictures because words be lying. People lie with their words, but a picture, I can look at it. If it's a low quality picture, it might have some low quality food too.
Got you. So to be politically correct, behind the scenes, you will give them whatever you need to give them as far as your opinion, but you will, in front of the microphone or in front of Instagram or other platforms, say, "Hey, good stuff." But behind the scenes, you
Oh no,
critique them.
both.
You do
both. Yeah, in front of the camera, off the camera. I'm the same person on the camera as off the camera. They'll tell me, "Yo, what should I improve on?" I'll tell them, but I also put it in the video so people don't think that I'm just like a person that thinks everything's awesome, because everything's not awesome, But I'm gonna tell them like, "Yo, I like this. I may not like this," because I need my audience to also understand that I'm trustworthy and
You're authentic.
I'm authentic to myself and authentic to what I'm pushing, and I want people to actually go, spend their money on good stuff. I want to actually promote dope products and good things. Not, that's why I don't like the word influencer, because that's what the word influencer, has the connotation of, where it's you're just promoting things for money, or you're promoting tummy teas for 20% discount codes to get people. That's not me. I'm actually my PR actually told me the word that she heard recently, but more of a impactor. I'm trying to really make an impact on the world. I'm not really just here to use influence for no reason. I gained influence because I was making impact. So that's really more so what I got going on.
Got you. So
do you
as
just
you
go to high class restaurants, or do you also do fry food? Those little small.
I do it all. You know what I'm saying? I got the to-go spots. I got the Michelin star restaurants. I like to show people that I can go to the throughout the spectrum. I actually work with a couple of different places. Shout out to Antojitos in Sunset Park, Brooklyn. Shout out to Everything Grilled in Brooklyn. Those are more to-go spots. But then, I work with high-class places. Like I just went to a place called a Restaurant Pearl in Seaport Hotel. Fantastic food, So the levels range. It could be a place that I'm promoting that more in a reasonable price range, that is a little to-go spot, maybe in Brooklyn, or I might be in the high ends of Manhattan, and you might have to spend a little more money. But if you want the great food, I'm here to tell you what the great food is.
What about the food trucks in the
Food
street?
trucks? I honestly haven't tapped into a food truck too much yet, but I'm down for those. Obviously, no. Let me not say that. Actually, shout out Maz Arepas. They got dope arepas. They be on food trucks in different parts of the U.S. too.
So when you do hit one, make sure you say, "Sonny, do this one for you," and then you talk about it, and then
all right. What's your question, Frank Wizzy?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
my question is: have you ever tasted somebody's food at a restaurant? Wasn't your flavor, but you can see why people might like it?
Yeah. So I also, this is a good and bad thing about me. Like, I'm really a devil's advocate. So, and I can see things from other people's perspectives. So even with like music, food, or I can see why someone else might like it. It just might not be my cup of tea. But if I can tell that this is really just low quality, then that's different, But if I can tell like, oh, maybe I might not like this. So even this is one thing, right? Elotes. I'm not a fan of elotes,
Mm.
you know. So I'll go to Hispanic places and they'll like sometimes try to shove elotes on me, and I'm like, I don't even like mayo. I don't even like corn on the cob. You know what I'm saying? So it's like those are two things. Like I don't like elotes. The whole manifestation and making of elotes is mayo and corn. You know, so but stuff like that, I may eat it and be like, okay, I understand why somebody that likes elotes man like this, but at the same time, I'm not gonna require you to make stuff for me that I know I'm not gonna eat. So I don't want you to try to get me to promote this. I know I'm not gonna like it.
Gotcha. Okay, so after you do a review at a restaurant, do you get feedback from the restaurant as far as an increase in foot traffic because of stuff that you said to them?
Yeah, so it'd be overall, I run a whole food media company, right? So it's not even just my level of promotion. I work with other influencers, and I'm having them pull up to restaurants, and there's definitely been traction on that, where it's not even just through my platform, but through their platforms that's being pushed. And I do mukbangs with other puppet figures, and I have a digital print food magazine named EBN Eats. We actually recently just released our summer edition, fall edition on the way. So I have my EBN Eats, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. So I really try to promote via a lot of different platforms, and the exposure is wide, right? So restaurants tell me that they get the increase, right? But it's not like I'm telling them that you're about to go viral in 2 seconds and there's gonna be 1 million people at your restaurant, right? Things are an uphill climb, like marketing is a continuous thing, so I give them the realistic aspect. Like I said, I've run several different marketing agencies. Right now I'm doing the food media side, but I was in the music marketing side, and I was telling them the same thing. Like, you're not about to drop a song and go viral in 2 seconds. And even if you did, you're still not going to get paid till the next quarter. Like, a lot of artists don't even know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can have all your sound scans and your BMI set up, but you're still not going to get paid for till the next quarter, because that's just how this stuff works. So, you go viral and you make a hit, but you're still not going to get paid for that hit right then and there. So marketing is a continuous thing over XYZ, and I'm in the food space really to promote dope food and expose it via various different platforms. So that you may have seen this one TikTok video that went viral, but at some point, it's not going to be viral. Maybe another couple months, people might forget about it, right? So my thing is to continue the promotion across several platforms, where somebody might see my magazine in the store, open it up. Oh, this is dope. Now I'm going here today. Or they seen it on a TikTok video, and they might see one of my Instagram videos. Or I also work with a foodie-based app named Atmosphere. They might see one of my videos on Atmosphere, or they might see me do an interview, then go check out my Roku and see that I did a whole sit-down review of this restaurant. So I'm really trying to connect it in different ways. My podcast, bring people up and just getting different opinions and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
Which is your best restaurant you've been to that you love each and everything you tasted? Everything. You just love everything.
I got shout out to Restaurant Pearl. I went there recently. That was very good.
What was it?
Delicious. Restaurant Pearl.
So what was so good about it?
He put me on. So I had a Korean chicken sandwich, right? I've never tried a yellow tomato in a bigger version, right? They have like the smaller yellow tomatoes. He put the yellow tomato on the sandwich, and it just made such a difference. Really, it was juicy, sweet. I'm more of like a sweet over savory type of guy. But yeah, I enjoyed that. But also shout out to Daintree Rooftop, Australian-based restaurant in the city. I had a kangaroo there, kangaroo skewers.
Wait, what?
What is that?
What?
Kangaroo? Oh, it was very good. You never heard of Kangaroo Jack?
No, sir.
He was delicious.
Okay.
Wait. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, the views there is great. Floor ceiling windows, drinks is delicious. Yep. But I can go on and on. You might want to just check out the EBN Eats magazine, type it in. You can see all my food recommendations. Like I said, fall magazine on the way too.
All right. So walk me through the process. A restaurant DMs you to say, hey, I'd like to have you pull up and give us your perspective insights. Walk me through the process. Do you look at them? Do you say, I'm not pulling up? Or do you say, I'll physically come through? How does that work?
So I'll get people the real, right? So yeah, I get DM'd from restaurants, but the real is that I'm a marketer and I'm a hustler and I'm from New York. Like, I'm gonna go make you see who I am. I'm gonna go guerrilla marketing to your spot, or I'm gonna DM you on Instagram. I'm gonna show you, like, you may not know who I was 2 seconds ago, but now you know.
Right.
And I picked you.
Okay.
I'm seeing through your content. All right, you may use me, or you might be able to use me. We might be able to be a beneficial service to one another. So I'll reach out and be like, yo, I have these level of services I can help you in the content marketing space, in the content production space, right? I don't wait for things to come to me. Like, I'm not a waiter. I'm rather impatient, honestly, which is a good and bad thing. But, I want to go get it. I'm not waiting for it. So I'm going to show a restaurant, like, this is what I can do for you, right? This is my platform I have. I think your food looks good. let's do something. Let's make
I
it work.
got
You
you.
know, because
I
like I
got
said,
you.
I'm a marketer. It's deeper than just putting out a video. You know, like I'm a creator. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a businessman.
Okay.
I'm a visionary. I have to see your vision first too, so I know I can help you. You know, I'm not a person that you're just gonna put bad food in my face and I'm just gonna promote it just cause. You know, you can't put a bad product in my face and I'm just gonna promote it just because you want me to. You know, like
Gotcha.
I have to see purpose. I have to see a reason. I have to want to do it. It has to fill me inside that I can make it fill somebody else. You know?
Okay,
Have
got
they
you.
ever allow you to go to the back to meet the chef?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I'm an interviewer. I started off interviewing chefs. Like shout out to Mikey Pomodoro. The first time I got into like doing the interview side in the food industry, like I said, I started doing interviews more so in music and in sports. But Mikey Pomodoro was my first chef interview and turned into like me doing a whole food review for their food, and it was posted to my Roku channel and stuff like that. But yeah, I meet the chefs. I can meet the chefs if I want to. Really, it's just, you know, for the most part, I'm trying to show people like, you know, dope food. I mean, the average consumer is not going to go to the restaurant and be like, yo, let me meet the chef. You know what I'm saying? But
Got you.
in terms of content purposes, yeah, I do that.
So before we continue, I just want to make it clear that you guys are not related, right?
Oh well, it doesn't appear that way. No, and
So
I'm
where you
glad you
from? What's your
clarified.
background?
I'm Trinidadian and Haitian.
Okay.
Okay.
So we can say Sapase, you know what that means.
Nabule.
Nabule. That's what I'm talking about.
Pity.
See, we are related.
And you're from New York.
Yeah, from Brooklyn,
Yes, that's what I'm talking
Brooklyn, big
about.
up.
What part?
Flatbush.
That's
Okay.
right.
Okay,
Big
that's what's
up.
up.
I'm Crown Heights.
Yeah,
We're
so
Crown
All right.
Heights. We're
Yeah,
Brooklyn. Sorry, Melvin.
I'm originally from
Nice.
Brooklyn. I'm originally from Brooklyn. I'm now in New Jersey, but it's all good.
Straight
okay,
up.
that's what's up.
So, are you an entrepreneur first, or are you? I mean, I know you have the perfume. I know you have the. You've got a couple other things going on. So, does the business side of you inspire all the other things, or does the other things inspire the entrepreneurial side of you?
Yeah, so I will slightly correct you real quick. More of a fragrance, a unisex fragrance.
Okay.
Men and women do tend to enjoy it.
Yep.
It's called Boise.
Yep,
Check
got
it
you.
out.
Did you bring us any?
I did see
Unfortunately,
fragrance.
I did not.
by the
You know
way.
what I'm
He
saying?
didn't
I
bring
I wish I
us.
brought more and more things for you guys. I really,
I
I
got
really
you.
wish I did.
Who's out there peeking in here? Who's that out
That's
there?
my PR. Shout out to Stellar.
All
Stellar
right.
Connect.
Stellar Connect, the PR. All right.
Let me circle
Just
back
in
real
the
quick,
building. Yeah.
Taylor. One quick question.
Yeah.
When you go to these restaurants, do you give a disclaimer like I'm going to give an honest review of your food, so that they understand that if they are not on par, they're going to get something negative possibly? I don't maybe not negative, but not as glowing as they think it would be.
I mean, hey, you should check the previous content. I got over like 3,000 videos on the internet. You know what I'm saying? You should check it out. I don't have to warn you about nothing. If you ain't seen the videos,
Okay.
I mean, that's on you. Like, I don't want to necessarily like prepare you to too much. Like, you should see what I do. And that's why you are also accepting me coming in the first place, because you're aware of what I do. And you should not think that I'm just going to give you a beautiful review just because you have me come. That's not at all what the thing is. You can't pay for my opinion. You're paying for the platform, you're paying for essentially ad space on the platform. You're not buying my opinion. My opinion is authentic. Like I said, I came up in a journalistic background. I used to also do things like this. I was on my college radio station, and from high school, I had a podcast with my friend in the sports space. So, you know, you're not paying for my opinion. You're paying for ad space on my platform. It's kind of how I treat things.
Yeah.
Whenever brands work with me, you know, like I have a thing that I've been building for years, you know. But even just to spin back to your original question, I first go with my creative brain, and my creative brain leads me to entrepreneurial activities.
Okay.
Because my mom always grew me up to have the thought process that if you enjoy what you do, you'll never work a day in your life.
Correct.
And she also told me to not be a starving artist, because I'm truly an artist. Like, I came up, you know, as a painter. I wanted to be an architect, and I used to make like children's books out of paper in elementary school. I was in the newspaper for my poetry. Like, I'm a creative in every aspect of the word, not just as a buzzword to try to appease masses and whatnot. So, you know, I didn't want to be a starving artist. So I said, how can I make money doing this?
Gotcha.
And I've always been my thought process. I haven't worked what someone would call like a regular job in over like 6-7 years, because I just try to figure it out, you know, because I know that I provide things to the world that people are inspired by and look up to me for always following my passion and following my artistry. You know, like no matter what a person does, they always want to be known for something, right? Even if they really shouldn't be known for anything,
right?
No matter what they do, they the garbage man. They still want to post on Instagram
Exactly,
and maybe go viral one day.
Absolutely.
That's not what I do it for. You know, I'm really trying to make a difference, and everything I do is to make some level of difference and to show another creative that you don't have to follow the trends. You can literally be yourself, and you can be unique to you. You know, like I walk around with these shoes. They got my logo on them. I got my socks, and my socks, my logo on. I got my shoes, my logo on them. Somebody may not necessarily want to rock this, and that's cool. But I'm a rock it. It's mine.
You are the brand ambassador.
It's my design.
Absolutely. You're your brand ambassador. Yep.
Gotta,
what college did you go to?
I went to Hofstra University in LIU Brooklyn.
What was your major?
So at Hofstra, I studied sports journalism and broadcasting, and LIU, I studied media and video production and audio production, stuff like that. You know, little toot my horn. You know, I did graduate summa cum laude. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my brain.
That's big. Yeah, that's big. Woo. But you're not a Rhodes Scholar, right? Not a Rhodes Scholar.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I like life experience though.
I got you. Frank Wizzy, what?
I'm also at LIU graduated.
Congratulations.
That's what's up. Hey, Ala.
That's dope. That's dope. Good.
So I want to talk fragrance, but let's take a break.
Okay.
And we'll
Some
be
music?
right back. Yes.
Sounds good.
Yes. What's happening
With
now
30
in your radio
years in
show?
the biz, DJ Frank Wizzy is the king of New York. Go, Wizzy, get busy.
Let's just keep that vibe, y'all. Let's just keep that vibe, y'all. It's Sunday afternoon. You know how I do it. DJ Frank Wizzy. What's happening now? New York Radio Show. The lovely Sunny Do. The classy Mr. Mel. We're here with Taylor in the building, y'all. Great interview so far. We keeping it going. Let's go.
Baby, I had to stop for a second on the balcony. Just hoping you're down, you're looking fly to me. All dressed up and buying your own drinks, and that ain't right. I thought you can handle it on your own, but you're too damn fly to drink all alone. Can I come bubble with you? To you, I'ma make a toast. Come on, don't talk, baby, just move with me. Take a sip, kinda got you feeling dizzy. It's alright with me if it's alright with you. Don't talk, baby, just move with me. Take a sip, kinda got you feeling dizzy. It's alright with me if it's alright with you. It's alright, after the party.
Let's throw on some classic joints.
Little time and talk about it. What's going through your mind? It has me shaking. Oh, it looks so right. I wanna ride. See, I would be lying if I ain't tell you. It made me wanna flip and you can't tell me. You ain't feeling the same shit, girl. Yes, I can see. Like icing on a cake. I hope you stay so we can do our thing after the party. Don't stop, you ain't gotta stop. Baby, do your thing. Don't stop, if the music drops. Rock with me. On top, you can feel collectors. What's it gonna be?
Let's throw on some joints.
Boy, nothing in life is free. That's why I'm asking you, what can you do for me?
Just throwing on some classic joints. Nothing's gonna stay on too long. Nothing's staying on too long. What's happening now? New York Radio Show. Nothing's staying on too long. Just a little taste. Let's get it.
Do you remember when we fell in love? We were young and innocent then.
Woo!
Do you remember how it all began? It just seemed like heaven, so I did it. Do you remember? I bet back in the fall. I bet you remember again. I bet you already know. Do you remember us holding hands? Remember
What's Happening Now New York radio show every Sunday, 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Host Sunny Do, co-host Mr. Mel. You know how we do. It always feels good when we on this microphone, y'all. DJ Frank Wizzy, your favorite DJ's favorite DJ. Just throwing on some joints, nod that head.
It's like candy. I can feel it when you walk, even when you talk. It takes over me. Yes, so candy. I wanna know, can you feel it too? Just like I do.
Nothing but joints right now. Nothing staying on too long. You know how I do. DJ Frank Wizzy, y'all.
Good times. These are the good times. Leave your cares behind. These are the good times. Good times.
Y'all know what it is. You know what it is.
Come on,
Aw,
Sonny, get
man.
it together over there. You busy?
I want to give a shout out to Stella. You know why? Because she's a
Who?
Stellar.
Stellar?
Yes.
Okay.
You know, these are remember what's his name?
I don't know.
Ayers Harris.
Yes.
You remember
yes.
he was talking about certain team members. That was one of his team members.
Okay, hello, Stella. How are you? What's that?
Angel of Words.
Ah,
Oh,
I
Angel
got
was
you.
also okay.
I got you.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yes.
Nice to meet you. Glad our paths have crossed. Welcome. Awesome. So we're back.
Yes, the Angel was the guy that came here that we interviewed him at a podcast. He interviewed me. I'm
Okay.
on his film too.
Okay.
Right?
Where is he based out of? I forget.
Queens.
Queens. Yes, I remember him. I vaguely remember
Right.
him. Yeah. Nice.
It
Good.
was nice. Yeah. Did you see my podcast?
I
The interview that he did
I
on
saw
me?
the interview there. I thought it was pretty good.
Did you really see it?
All right, I'm lying. I'm making up story. Let me move. Someone gonna fall on my
I'll be
head.
asking
I'm making up
questions. So if
stories.
you say yes to me, I'm gonna ask you, well, what do you think of this part? And what they said. So you gotta
I
think,
can
right?
I can make it up. I can make it. I can
And I'll be like,
improvise.
that's not what they said. You did not listen.
Anyway, all right. So Taylor, what's the where is the furthest that you've ever traveled to do a review and give feedback on the review?
Where's the furthest?
Yeah.
Well, really, I'm actually starting to branch out in New York for the most part. As of recently,
Mhm.
we actually just went to Bloomsfield, New Jersey,
Mhm.
at Kenko Peruvian cuisine. We did that this week. It was pretty good.
Okay.
Had some chicken kebabs. Those are pretty good.
Mhm.
Had like a lobster situation. That
Nice.
was good. Salmon,
Okay.
white
Good.
rice. That was enjoyable as well.
Mhm.
Tres leches. That's my
Okay.
favorite dessert.
Yep,
I enjoyed
yep.
that.
Nice. And you would jump on a plane to go somewhere to do what you
Oh
do.
yeah,
right?
for sure. People should tap in with me to do that.
All
You know what I'm
right,
saying? Yeah,
All
holla at Taylor ELAJAS. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Taylor at the EBNTV.com. What's
Yeah.
up?
Let's make that happen. And the flip side of that, is there anywhere that you wouldn't travel to do what you do?
No offense to the trenches, right? But I ain't going to the trenches for no reason. Like, sorry. Like, I mean, I'm not one of them dudes. Like, they always like, oh yeah, like come to the trenches.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not one of them black people that want to just perpetuate that lifestyle.
You're allergic to bullets and stuff like that.
I'm allergic to bullets. I don't like violence.
Yeah.
I barely watch violent movies.
Yeah.
I like comedies, comedy dramas. I just like the anger and violence. Why we gotta do it?
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, that's why I didn't go to medical school. I didn't like blood or any of that shit. Yeah, not my thing. That's good. Yep. So what inspired your fragrance? And you mentioned that it's unisex. What inspired that specifically?
So I wanted to come up with the fragrance because I really just want to do all the creative things that I think that as long as I think it's possible, I'm going to try to find out how to do it. And shout out to Scentcraft. They actually reached out to me to make the fragrance. And once I did my research, I was like, okay, they seem like a reputable company. So I told them what to put in the fragrance, and they had the perfumers make the fragrance. And I came up with the things to put in the fragrance, like
Which is what?
vanilla bean, tonka bean, got some musk in it, so it's a little sweet, but musky at the same time. That's why women and men like it. That's why I just straight up called it unisex, 'cause I do have a perfume coming specifically for women as well. But yeah, so they reached out to me, and I just by taking a bunch of different ingredients that I feel like would go well together and just looking at some other colognes and fragrances, because I only smelled it the one time they sent it to me. Once I told them what to put in it, they sent it to me the one time, and it was great.
Wow,
I didn't have to do multiple, like, oh yeah, face this, that, and the third. And it was really off the things that I told them to put in it. So
Gotcha.
I really wanted to continue the entrepreneurial side and the creative side, and everybody got to wear something to smell good, right?
Yeah.
So I like to attack things that everybody got to do. Everybody got to eat.
Gotcha.
Everybody listen to music.
Yep.
Everybody got to smell good. I got the clothes. You got to wear clothes. I try to do things that like the average person needs, and then I'm gonna just try to do it differently that would make you want to get it from me specifically.
Gotcha. Two quick things. All that is listed. The fragrance is listed on his IG,
It's
which I
just
thought
for
was
you.
great. Yep.
It's just yours. It's not something out there.
Indeed.
Okay.
Where can people get your fragrance?
Hey, tap into my Instagrams and my highlights, and also if you just type in Boise on Google, BRASE, EBN Wear. It's also in that link in that bio. If you also get the EBN Eats magazine, the QR code is in there too. You know what I'm saying? But type it into Google, type in EBN on your Instagrams. You're gonna see a lot of things. I've been building this for quite some time, and we ain't done yet.
Got you. And Charlemagne the God liked your fragrance?
A lot of people like the fragrance, but Charlemagne is definitely one of the individuals.
Okay. Got you.
If you had a chance to sell it, what would you sell it for?
If I had a chance, I mean, it's buyable.
Yeah.
buy that.
It
is for sale. They got different. Got the 15 milliliter, the 30. You got the, what I'm saying? Go ahead and open them wallets.
Yeah, exactly. Cash App and all that, right?
Yeah, your Cash App,
Apple
debit
Pay,
card,
all of the above.
the money payments.
You don't
we accept it.
discriminate. Don't discriminate when it comes to that. That's
We
what's
accept
up.
it.
Awesome.
So what's next? What would you want to do next?
Well, it's always the next. I'm always thinking of the future. Even from when I started doing this, I was thinking about the what it will bring me. Because in the beginning, you don't make as much money as you want to, but as long as you have a plan, no one can rush what your plan is. So while I may not disclose everything that's next, I'm getting my magazines into stores and getting them into the restaurants that are actually featured in the magazine. I currently run, like I said, the food media company, and it's also transitioning into a food marketing agency where I'm helping restaurants build their brands and display their brand voices. We got more content coming to the EBN TV on Roku channel. We got a new podcast, new season of the podcast. We're 4 seasons into the Immersive Voice podcast, which is also available on all audio streaming platforms. We got the merch drop. I got sneakers on right now. We got sneakers on the way. Like I said, we got the perfume. You should tap into Sheer Real Bad. That's the sister company to EBN TV. If you want to tap into some dope female entrepreneurs doing their thing. We really just trying to spread any way in which I can come up with a creative idea to make money. That's what I'm gonna do. I really overall just want to be a prominent voice and notable voice to people that not only look like me, but people who think like me and think crazy enough that they can have an idea that's larger than life, that all you gotta really do is put in the hard work to achieve it. So that's really overall, that's what's next, just to continue to inspire people to do what they want to do.
Gotcha. So I got to ask a question. It's going to be probably a couple of questions within the question. So
Okay.
Taylor, that's sitting here today, August 20th.
Mm.
Look over your shoulder behind you for a second. What would you have told the younger Taylor that was starting out after graduating from college? What to the pitfalls of what you're doing? What would you do differently? Because you have a lot of eyes on you that may not be acknowledging what you're doing. What would you tell that younger Taylor to do to probably get him up to speed a little quicker um, than where you are right now?
I would tell younger Taylor to start even earlier because I didn't even start when I graduated college. I started in high school.
Mhm.
I started really building this journey from when I was like 17.
Mhm.
So I would have told myself start even earlier. Start when you're 14. Start when
Mm.
you're 13. Start when you're 11. Like don't let the mental constructs that society puts on you stop you from doing what you want to do. Like even it was for fun, but I used to drop music on SoundCloud for no reason that people would actually listen to in my high school. And this is when I'm like 16, 15.
Mhm.
So like I said, I would tell myself start even earlier and take it seriously from earlier
Mhm.
because you can get money fast, like and doing the things that you love to do. And I foresaw a lot of things to where it is right now. Like I was taking social media seriously for most of my childhood without necessarily knowing what I was doing.
Mhm.
While people was just doing things for no reason,
Mhm.
I was doing things with a purpose. Like and I kind of even got on social media late. Like, my family literally made me write an essay as to why I should have a Facebook. What I'm
Wow.
saying? Like I didn't have a Facebook. While
Yeah,
everyone
yeah.
else had a Facebook, was building their Facebook following. I literally didn't have a Facebook. Like, I would get in trouble for being on MySpace.
Mhm.
But look at me now. Like I literally run a whole social media platform, several social media platforms. So
Right.
I would tell myself to just start earlier and really truly, like, I don't necessarily care about people's opinions, but truly not care about people's opinions. Cause as a human, you're
Mhm.
going to take something into account that people say to you or about you,
Right.
but just really forge ahead and not necessarily let the money stop you, or like the lack of money stop you from pushing your face and your brand. Cause there was a time that I started doing the marketing service
Mhm.
from like 2020 in Corona. Cause I felt it was a great way to make money. And I was, utilizing Clubhouse to make a lot of different network opportunities, and they turned into clients and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But I kind of put my own face on the back burner to make
Mhm.
the money to push people.
Right.
I felt like if anything, I should have been doing both, pushing people, but also pushing my face and brand, because I know I have a message that was even bigger than what the people I was pushing was.
Gotcha.
Right. So, as long as you got a message and a vision, you're not losing, you're going at your own pace, So
Mhm.
I would really just tell myself, like, don't hide your message, and know that your message is strong, and just keep figuring out the different ways to make money. So I wouldn't necessarily tell I think my younger self would be very proud of where I'm at right now.
Gotcha. Yep.
I just got to keep impacting and doing more and more.
Got you. And two other quick things. I'm proud of what you're doing. And
Appreciate
your
it.
younger self should be very proud of you. And I agree with that. And what was I gonna say? Just totally escaped me for a quick second. Your social media platforms, do you do that yourself, or do you have people behind the scenes doing it for you?
Not to even say this is the most productive thing in the world, but like I said, over 5 YouTube channels,
Mhm,
4
mhm.
TikToks, like 6 Instagrams,
Mhm.
blogs, a magazine, a website. I've literally distributed all my content over the last 7 years. Like me personally, I've
Mm.
edited every single video.
Mhm.
I've distributed all the content. I've came up with all the ideas. I've done it all myself, but I don't advocate for that though. I do have a team
Mhm,
now
mhm.
that's
Okay.
helping me now. All the back end stuff, we're still
Mhm.
working that out on our own
Right.
time and situations. But when it comes to the content that's been distributed, that's definitely been me. All the things that's went viral,
Mhm, mhm.
the thought processes behind the things that went viral,
Mhm, mhm.
each new idea. And just to comment on that a little bit, shout out to Amanda Seals. She's one of the people that also helped kind of push my content in the beginning,
Mhm.
even though I was a little upset at her because I had a video called "What If You Woke Up as a Black Man," and I had a clip in there that to this day still goes viral. This clips from that video itself have probably like over 15 million views across YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, stuff like that. But she had reposted a clip that somebody else posted of my video, and that also helped to push it. But and even I went viral on Say Cheese in the Sage Room for posting a little baby family tree, and that kind of
Mhm.
contributed to a little beef that they had and stuff like that. So all these things that I've been doing over the course of these years all came from my brain. It's all
Mhm,
me, but
mhm.
I definitely advocate for people to have a team that can also help them push it and be productive. And so you can see the division
Mhm.
come forth,
Okay. Cool.
What type of music did you release? Did you say you have music?
Yeah. So shout out to, it's called Dial Tone. It's available on all DSPs under my alias Elayoshi, ELAYOSHI. I'm big into Earl Sweatshirt and Tyler Creator, and Childish Gambino is one of my favorite people of all time. Really, I think that he's attacked all the creative worlds that you can attack. From singing, acting, and directing, and producing, and screenwriting, and comedy, and stuff like that. So I really just try to release unique music. I won't even call it rap rock, but that album is kind of rap rockish. But I even grew up watching a lot of battle rap, and I like utilizing entendres and metaphors and stuff like that. But I also know what a hit sounds like because I was a playlist creator for most of Corona as well, and I was also a way in which I made money. So when it comes to like the timing of music and how fast a song starts and whatnot. But so, that album I would say is more rap rock, but I have another project on the way that, kind of showcases my versatility and whatnot. And I'm not a person that likes to be put in a box. One of my quotes is, "I'm not weird, I'm unique." So I try to really just showcase the different ways to be unique.
That makes
So
sense.
it's rap, hip hop, pop.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll say like hip hop alternative, type stuff.
Got you. So born in Brooklyn, still living in Brooklyn, correct?
Possibly.
I got you. Makes sense. Where can people follow you on all your platforms?
And make sure you check me out, Taylor ELAJAS on Instagram, the EBNTV.com, EBN Music Media on YouTube, EBN Eats. Type that into Google. You can check out the digital print food magazine. You can check us on YouTube. You can check us on TikTok. You can check us on the Atmosphere app, ATMOSFY. Shout out to them. Definitely tap in. You can really just type in EBN. You're going to check a lot of stuff. If you got Roku, it's available on all Apple TVs and smart devices. You know what I'm saying? You can type in EBN TV. You got a lot of stuff over there. You can also check out the Jersey Mike special. That's my comedy show, my comedy special that's on the Roku channel as well. Type in EBN TV. You're going to catch a lot of stuff on all the socials. Don't worry about it.
Got you. Got you.
Damn, I
So
feel exhausted just hearing all that.
yeah, exactly. So we usually quiz our guests on the show, and we just have one question for you. What's the name of the show that you're on right now?
DTF radio show.
And that's horrible.
Okay. Dropping the flavor.
Yeah. I think you better look over that way.
What's happening now?
New York radio show. Thank
Okay.
you.
You are on DTF Radio, but
Yeah.
you're on the What's Happening Now New York Radio.
I feel like y'all should have like a bigger sign for that. Like,
We-
you know what I'm
we-
saying?
We actually
It's
do.
on
It's
the
up there.
TV.
Keeps popping up every.
That's
now
why I
and
said
then.
DTF, because it looked like DTF.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? I was trying to use context
it-
clues.
Next time I'll look up to make sure I'll time it when we're up there. How's that? I'll work with you.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, there we
Okay.
go. Yep,
Okay,
yep,
cool.
yep.
I was trying to use context clues.
All good, all
I
good.
was trying.
But sincerely, we appreciate you pulling up. This is a platform that we're building for people like yourself. Come through whenever you want to. If you have something new that you want to share with our listeners, if you want to keep us up to speed on your travels, whatever it is that you're doing, it's an open forum. So come back. We'll appreciate to have you again.
I appreciate it. I'll bring some goodies next time. I got you.
Well, you brought the goodies yourself, which is fine.
Now I want everything.
You always want it all.
Thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks.
you.
Awesome.
And
That's a wrap.
it.
Yes,
See you
sir.
next time. What's Happening Now New
New
York
York
Radio
Radio
Show.
Show, 1 to 2 p.m. every Sunday.
Yes, you can close it
All
out
right.
with DJ Frank with you.
What do you think, Frank Wizzy?
Whoa. DJ Frank Wizzy, y'all know what it is.